Hello, my friends, and welcome back for another exciting edition of Worf Tuesday. Worf Tuesday, of course, that special day of the week when we come through and we talk about everything and anything that has to do with Mr. Worf. Of course, you guys have been here before several. This is not the first Worf Tuesday. This is a tradition here on the channel to come in every Tuesday and just talk about our favorite Worf things, right? So that's what we're here to do again today. So first off, on a serious note, I mean, obviously, like, top Klingon, right? Without a doubt, like, who else in Star Trek could you possibly rate higher than Worf? Strictly for the amount of Worf that you get, right? He is, of course, in the Next Generation, right? And then, of course, he comes back again in Deep Space Nine, and then one more time he shows up in Picard. So you've got Worf from here to there. You've got multiple Worf-centric stories. You've got Worf. You got Worf comedy, right? You just saw some right there, right? The Worf comedy, boom, right? Wasted. But anyway, that's what we're here to do today. We're gonna sit down and we're gonna have a very serious and honest discussion about Mr. Worf. So let's see if we can't. There's nothing over here. There's nothing here. Hang on a second. Soon, very soon, we'll find Mr. Worf. There he is. All right. So here, if you are not familiar, one of the best places to get your information on Mr. Worf is going to be Memory Alpha, right? And Memory Alpha is a wonderful place to find basically anything that you want to know about Mr. Worf. So you can see here, this is Mr. Worf as he appears in. Let me see if we can do a little bit better for you here. What do you think? We can do a little better, can't we? There we go. A little bigger. This is Mr. Worf as he appears in 2401. This is your first contact era Worf, right? 2373, 2366 Worf, and of course our 2364 Worf. So look at your Worf throughout the ages here. What other character has had such development as Mr. Worf, right? Anyway, let's continue on here. Now, I won't go ahead and bore you all with my reading of Mr. Worf's history. I would instead encourage you to go out there and dig yourself deep into the history of Mr. Worf. What I will do is I will give you a brief overview. Of course, we all know of his tragic upbringing, right? Well, the tragedy that occurred during his upbringing. He was a member of the Kittimer colony, which was attacked. His parents killed, and then he was raised on Earth by the Roshenkos. So, right away, you have this character. Hear me, who is a fish out of water, right? Now you've taken a huge part of TOS, and then you've taken a person from that, but then you've given them this whole new backstory. What if we had a Klingon raised by humans? That would be the first Klingon in Starfleet. Right? So cool. Very, very interesting. So, all right, let's go back. Talking more about Mr. Worf here, of course, raised by the Roshenkos, decided to join Starfleet. Now, one of the things that I am looking forward to here very soon, and you guys can join in on this adventure as well, but we are going to be joining in on Worf's first adventure. That's right, that's going to be coming soon here on the channel. This is a Peter David young adult book, but Worf's first adventure in the Academy. I'm going to be interested to see what that is going to be all about, right? But we, of course, met him aboard the Enterprise, and look at him here, sitting in the Khan position, of course, back before Tasha died. But then he gets his promotion. He fights Borg invaders. He's not a merry man. Um, okay, real talk. Let's go back. Go back. Worf and Q. Worf and Q have some of the I don't know, some of the finest interactions in all of TNG. Um, when Q is trying to convince everybody, what do I have to do to convince you guys that I'm really human? Worf, of course, die. And then Q back to Worf in another episode, I think. Eat any good books lately? Just fun stuff. Very fun stuff, right? So again, Worf continued to develop throughout TNG from that initial con officer to a confident security officer, and then you get into the whole Klingon Empire stuff, right? You've got him fighting for his family's honor, you got him fighting for the Empire, you've got him resigning his post, resigning his post here, right? You guys remember this? And everybody was lining the halls, and he walked the halls there. It's not loading. You guys remember this gray square? I remember that gray square. That was very exciting. Um, you're not going to cooperate there, website? All right, that's fine. That's fine. And we went all the way back. We double clicked. All right, here we go. We're back. Anyway, so again, here on Wharf Tuesday, what we're here to do is just to talk about those moments that we remember. Do you remember a warrior's drink? Prune juice? Very funny moment. I also liked the episode where he... See, the name is escaping my mind at this point, but where he was going through multiple different realities. That's always a fun one. He was coming back from the Batleth competition, which he of course won, but then he was sent into all these different multiple realities. I love those episodes of Trek. So anyway, did multiple awesome things on TNG, and just when you thought you were done with Worf, no, heck no. They bring him on back. He comes on back. Now here, we're going to flip over here to our chat GTP, GPT, because I wanted to know, in its opinion, what is the best Worf episodes. And it came up with a pretty good list, and it divided it here into parallels. Parallels, that was the episode I was just talking about. So anyway, top Worf episodes. Do you guys agree? Number 1, Sins of the Father. It's a good one. Number 2, Reunion. Oh, the introduction of Kalar. The Redemption 2-parter. Oh, and Ethics when he's paralyzed and he asked Riker to kill him. And of course, the Birthright 2-parter. All right, that's a fine list. And for me, I think the Redemption 2-parter probably is my favorite. Now here we go down to Deep Space Nine. He joins in Season 4, Episode 1, of course. And that is the number 1 episode according to Chad. Rules of Engagement, Soldiers of the Empire. You are cordially invited once more into the breach and tacking into the wind. I've watched TNG 5 times as much as I've watched DS9, I would say. So for me, it's hard to sit down and remember each of those exactly. But overall, Worf's, interaction with the whole Dominion War storyline is fantastic. I love when him and Martok are in the Dominion prison or whatever, and he's got to continually keep fighting that guy over and over again, and eventually the guy gives up. He's like, I cannot beat this Klingon, I can only kill him. Very cool, very cool. Rightful Heir, another good episode. Oh yeah, And I remember the episode where everybody else becomes Klingons too, and they all go, and that's another pretty good one too. So anyway, what do you guys think? And again, you have some fun Worf moments in Picard too. For instance, I kind of liked his whole interaction with Raffi, and how he came in as like kind of like the secret contact. And then at the end, when him and Riker were on the Borg ship together too, there was a lot of fun stuff there as well. So anyway, Worf, right? Worf Tuesday is it's a wonderful time. It's a time just to get together with your family, your friends, and just talk about Mr. Worf. Now, I don't mean to brag, but I was able to meet Mr. Michael Dorn with my family some years ago, so I have met Mr. Worf, and I look forward to meeting Mr. Worf again at some point. Now, one thing I regret though is I got an autograph from him on a toy. It's like right there. I can see it. You can't see it. It's up there. But I didn't have him personalize it. So now I'm like, I think that he's probably like, that guy's just going to sell that toy on eBay. And I want you to know, if you're watching right now, I didn't sell that toy on eBay. It's right up there. It's always going to stay right up there. Okay? That was for me. I don't know. You know what? Mr. Worf is intimidating. And I was like, just please sign the toy, Mr. Worf. No, I'm joking. Anyway. Where do we go from here? Which is the way that's clear? Worf Tuesday. In conclusion, you know what? I know how we should wind this thing up right here. I've got a hold of it right here. If the internet will cooperate. While we're waiting to see if the internet will cooperate, we will show off the shirt here. The colors are most definitely Worfish, right? And of course, Shax is a security officer. And it looks like we are going to be able to do this. So, in conclusion, let's go ahead and just... I wanted to see if they had any Worf tier lists here. They do have a Worf tier list. Can we zoom it in here? Oh god. The ads don't go away. Where we can look at the different Worf hairs. So, let's see. Now right away, Worf with this hat on, that's S tier. Easily. This Worf here, that's not very exciting. Long ponytail Worf, we'll give that an A. Smooth ponytail Worf, we'll give that a B. Short hair Worf, right up top. Old Worf, right up top. Classic Worf, classic Worf. Oh, here we go. Insurrection Worf. He's feeling really good there. We love that. Generations Worf. Cowboy Worf. Warrior Worf. Look, I think all the Worfs are going up top, right? Every single Worf right up top of the tier list. That's how we do it here on the channel. All Worfs, S and A class, right? Anyway, look at that Worf. He was triumphant. Anyway, thanks for hanging out with me on another very exciting edition of Worf Tuesday. Be sure to tune in next time where we'll be talking more about Worf and everything that he does and does not do. Right? As always, my friends, Qapla'! Glory to you and your house. Have a good night.